Good morning, YouTube. It's Gatlin here on a lovely Friday. Raining, still frickin' raining outside. Day number 1,852 of rain. God, I hate the rain. You know, it just is so dreary and depressing and crappy. And, you know, we've had a few nice days there where it was like 20 degrees outside. And lately it's just been threatening to frickin' snow again in the middle of frickin' May. Anywho, so yeah, we're getting kind of tired of the rain, let me tell you about that. But we got a vehicle in here today that's going to be getting a set of LED headlights. So I'm going to take you through the installation of that, and stay tuned. Okay, so this is what we're installing here, guys. A set of LUMENS Ultra LED conversion lights. LED technology has come a really long way since back in the day. I want to say about a year or 2 years ago, they had the fan type, which cooled using a heat sink and a fan in the back. But now they actually use a ribboned heat sink, which actually works quite well. So this is what's included in the kit. They come in singular bulbs, and let's just unpackage this quickly here to show you. But the new technology uses these ribbon bands to cool the LED bulb, which works a hell of a lot better than the fan. You would think that the fan would work a lot better, but given the fact that it's a fan and you have stuff being sucked into the bulb, especially in the winter months, the debris from the road tends to get into the fan, and then the fan will stop working, and then of course, long and behold, the LED bulb itself will stop working because it does actually put off quite a bit of heat. They've made the ballast boxes a lot smaller now as well, so you can place these either inside the housing or outside the housing. It's recommended that you put these outside of the housing. On my truck, I installed these on my truck, and I haven't had any issues with them since LUMENS has come out with these being inside of the actual housing itself. Keep these out of the weather. It's really not this part that's generating a whole lot of heat. It's more the actual heat sink itself. And if you look at it, it's just basically a ribbon band full of it's like aluminum type heat sink material. And this will get installed inside the headlight housing. Something that's pretty imperative that when you're installing these bulbs, they need to go in perfectly perpendicular left and right. It's not like a standard bulb where you have light coming from all around the actual LED itself. The bulb is on the left and the right side, or up and down, whichever you prefer. And when you're installing it in a standard halogen housing, not like a projector housing, it's imperative that the bulbs go straight in and out as to reflect properly on the little thing that goes over and around the actual bulb there, and it'll project the light like so. That way you get a nice clean cutoff line. And it's more like installing a standard halogen bulb, but it gives you the HID look, and it's a lot brighter. So it's not as blinding as an HID is. HID tends to have a lot more scattering and that type of thing off of the bulb. But with an HID or an LED, it's really a very nice clean cutoff line. So these are safe to install in a standard halogen reflector housing as opposed to a projector housing. So hopefully that explains enough for you. But basically we're going to be installing a set of these into the low beam side of this Nissan Altima. So it's the right hand side here, and we're going to go ahead and pop the factory bulbs out of their place and go ahead and install these LEDs. So it should look really good, and I'll take you through the process. So the first thing you're going to want to do on a 2012 Nissan Altima is go ahead and turn the car on, start it, and turn the wheel to the passenger side for the driver's side headlight, or to the driver's side for the passenger side headlight. And go ahead and turn the vehicle off, and we'll just put that steering wheel to the lock, and this will give us enough room to work on the inner fender well here. there's a series of clips, one being right there and another one being right there, and a screw on the bottom of the bumper right there, and you're going to want to remove those. With these little push pins here, a little flathead screwdriver usually takes care of that, and you just want to get that pin mostly all the way out. With those clips removed, it should give you enough access room here to wiggle your hand and such into the location where the bulb is, and we can go ahead and replace it. Once you get the bulb installed, or not installed, but plugged in, now is a good time to go ahead and test it. Make sure you get the bulb functioning, and then we can go ahead and put the bulb into the socket. Here's a side-by-side comparison. As you can see, you have the LED on the right, and on the left here, we got a standard incandescent bulb. And we'll go ahead and look at the wall as well, give you an idea. Left is LED, and right is standard. Alrighty, so now that we're done with the driver's side, we're gonna go ahead, get back in the vehicle. Start it up and crank the wheel to the driver's side now, and then shut the vehicle off, and that'll give us enough room now to work on the passenger side. Move my knee mat here, and as you can see, we now have enough room to work on the passenger side. Alright, so here's our completed installation of our LED headlight bulbs. And as you can see, they look really, really nice. And basically all it is left to do is just return his factory bulbs in the packages that these came with, like so. And put that back in the box for him. And put this on the passenger seat. And he's good to go. Okay, so we replaced the headlights on this car, and now we're going to polish the headlights. It looks like he has tried to, you know, at some point put some kind of, you know, tint on the headlight. It just didn't work out. He tried to wipe it off or something, but it's left a bunch of marks all over the headlight. It's pretty bad. So we're gonna go ahead and use our 3M polishing kit. And as you can see here, some of this stuff here that's on the headlight. You know, I don't know exactly what happened, but we're gonna go ahead and polish these headlights up. Okay, so we got our headlight polishing kit here. Same kit I've been using all this time here, this 3M kit. They say it's for a one-time use, but in all honesty, if you keep your pads nice and clean, and you know, you keep these little packages nice and sealed, shouldn't have any issues with it. So drill, 500 grit, a little bit of spritz of the water and the soap on the headlight, and do a 500 grit to begin with, and we'll start the process. Alright, geez Louise, had a hard time finding the hood latch there. Alright, first thing you want to do is pop the hood. Gosh. Okay, a little spritz of the water on the headlight like so, and go to town. Not sure if you guys can see that or not. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up here. So there's that little black spot. It's like he put this black tinting stuff all over the headlight. So we're gonna go ahead and try our best to remove that. As long as I don't drop you here. There we go. Broken already. Okay, so we'll go ahead and give her one more good spritz of the water. And the idea is to get the whole headlight looking a consistent haze with the 500 grit. All right, let's wipe it off and see what we got. Okay. Everything is looking nice and copacetic here. So the next step is to go ahead, make sure I got everything here, which it looks like I did. And the next step is to use 800 grit. Now our 800 grit here. Some water on the headlight. And again, the idea is to get the whole headlight looking consistent and go to town. This sanding disc is going to get rid of any of the 500 grit sanding marks now. So take your time with each step, and I'll get back at you. Okay, let's see what we got. This is after the 800 grit. Everything is looking a nice consistent haze. And you can run your hand across that and you can just double check, make sure you got every square inch of that sucker, which I've done. And next is on to the 2000 grit. Alright, and let's see what we got here. The idea is that that 3000 grit is going to pretty much eliminate all of the imperfections that the 800 grit left behind. And next step is to polish the headlight. It's looking pretty good so far though. I switched to my high speed here on my airline. If you don't have one of these, you can stick with the grill, but you get the basic idea here. Idea now is just to make sure you rub all the compound, which is already on here, all the way around. Okay, let's see what we've got here. looks like we've got a nice, clear, consistent looking headlight, guys. Beautiful. All right, the next step is to apply a liberal coat of synthetic wax just to protect the work you've just done. And there's no real particular order. You guys will say do it in swirls. I don't like doing it in swirls. I just like going up and down. The idea is just to cover the surface in a protectant like a wax, and then let it haze up and we can buff it off. All right, we can remove the wax and see what our final product looks like. There we go. That looks beautiful. A nice clean looking headlight there. And that will actually keep the UV rays off there for a little while. And to give you a comparison, now let's go look at the other headlight. As you can see, it's got like that very dark, weird haze to it. And it doesn't look very good. And our driver's side. Nice, clean looking, no haze, no black marks on it. And there you go. Let's see what our LED looks like now. Beautiful. All right, guys, so that's that. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys subscribing. Thank you very much. And I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, guys. Thanks for watching. CarPhonix signing out.